Join the movement. Go all electric with Pure Electric.
Welcome to Sustainable House Day 2025 and your tour of Sonder Tower 1. Sonder Tower 1 by Sonder Architects is a residential retrofit and extension. The existing house is a small house of 80 square metres with 2 bedrooms. The new work saw 2 new flexible studio spaces added that could be used as home offices, living spaces or bedrooms. The house's size is still modest by contemporary standards, totalling 113 square metres. The approach of retention and extension is strategic. When we're considering demolition, we have to consider our role in decarbonisation as well. So by minimising the demolition, we minimise our carbon footprint. This approach also promotes building smaller or building less, which saves on precious resources and promotes a focus on improving the built form. And this might be done through improving environmental performance, which we've done here, or lowering an occupant's use of energy, which we've done here, and by renewing a local building type so that it might withstand our current climate challenges and respond to contemporary lifestyle. The built form employs architectural design as a tool to consider sustainability, and it's this design work combined with mechanical systems that improve user comfort and environmental performance. When I say systems, I'm referring to both mechanical and construction systems. In this case, the mechanical systems include a 6.6 kilowatt solar array, reverse cycle splits for heating and cooling, a water tank to collect water and store it, a heat pump hot water system, and a push towards appliances that are all electric. Construction systems include double glazing, which in this case are timber framed windows, being selected because timber is a natural insulator from outside temperatures and it's a natural carbon sequester. Construction systems also include roof and wall sections that are layered and separated to allow for any vapour to drain out and to keep the insulation dry. It includes as much insulation as possible to densify the external skin of the building and to keep the internal temperatures under control. It includes detailing that addresses air tightness, which is particularly important in the older house. And when I say air tightness, that refers to caulking and gap sealing. Building materials can also be considered as part of the construction system. With the new works, we've heavily focused on using certified timber because of the opportunity for carbon sequestration. We've used beautiful warm timber cladding outside. We have timber frame construction with ply linings inside the wall for wind loadings. We have recycled timber flooring from Floor's Hammer. We recycled the bricks from the demolition and used them in the front of the house. The timber windows from Country Style also sequester carbon, and a lighter colour palette is employed to avoid the heat gains that dark claddings absorb. What design contributes to the sustainability of the project can be considered passive systems to maintain internal comfort and hopefully delight as well. The biggest driver is the orientation and access to natural light. While the extension is in keeping with the orientation of the existing house, corner windows have been positioned to allow to capture the sun from the northeast in the morning to the northwest in the afternoon. The large windows in the stair and entry provide visual connection to the street and the park and the community beyond, but it also brings in a big shaft of northern light into the previously dark southern side of the house. The small footprint and tower form was a design decision to maximise garden spaces and minimise the building footprint. The tower form does capture some heat upstairs, but we've allowed for operable windows on all sides to passively ventilate the space. The design also incorporates clever storage, which everybody needs a little bit more of, and in this case, bike storage was really important. The bike store at the front of the house promotes this sustainable transport mode as being equal to the car, although in this house there's the chance that the bikes are used more often. Finally, along with preserving the existing vegetable patch, lawn and chook yard, the design works to incorporate nature via a green eave to shade the northeastern windows and just use biophilia, which is a love of life. The large studio window is framed by Rio, which acts as a grow frame for Hardenbergia. These plants are still growing and are intended to provide a delightful outlook, especially when in flower, along with perennial shade. The new window in the bedroom, which previously had no outlook, now has a planter bed below it. Tall native flowers are planted here. Again, they're still growing, but they're intended to increase your access to nature and the biodiversity of the garden. When you use the timber window seat, you might feel you're amongst a meadow of flowers, which is purely romantic.